Now, Magic the Gathering has experienced a brutal decline, and they have been mired in a lot of controversy. For example, the fact that they had the pedophile judges, and it's not people that were accused of being pedophiles, it was people where the judge and the jury found the defendant guilty type of thing. They were on the registry, and they weren't doing their job in order to scan for those people. So they kind of ignored that controversy as much as they could. Never addressed it, by the way. And then there was also the controversy that the art style for their cards is abysmal. I mean, you look at it, and there are people on Tumblr that can do better art for free. I mean, holy shit, you know? It's a corporation that is supposed to be the leading pillar when it comes to trading card games. I suppose like trading card games as a whole have suffered because of the internet, due to the fact that it's very easy right now to find out what the meta is and to spend some money on a couple of websites in order to get the best cards so you don't have to buy the packs anymore. And it took away a lot of the fun. So they are desperate, right? And the only thing that they can do is to race swap characters in order to generate the controversy. Because this is what it is, right? Like, this is the American way of doing marketing right now, is to upset the fans, right? Like, the fans are the type of people that really care about details. I mean, if you were to change this sword, or if you were to change its name, people would be outraged, right? Why are you making these changes? There's literally no way. So they know that, and what they do is, like, they're banking on the Americans' current ideology, I suppose, and they are making a character black because they know that this is going to generate buzz, and it did. You know, like, their other trading cards are shit, and they're not doing anything. This one got almost a million views, right? This is the whole tactic, and you have useful idiots that go here and they argue with people, you know, talking about why this is wrong. You need to be disinterested. Okay, like, the opposite of love is not hate. Hate is still something that you have passion. You need to literally do not engage with this. Do not talk about it, do not share it, do not post about it. Because the moment you do, you're giving them engagement, and this is what the marketing lady does in order to get a promotion, right? This is what their investors like to see. There are websites, I'm pretty sure some of you heard about Parrot Analytics, and that is for TV shows and movies, but it's something that the new progressive way of doing business functions, right? Like, even if you go here and you say something bad about their decision, and you will tell them that you disagree, and it's obvious that you're a person that will never be their customer, you will never buy their cards, it is still enough in order for someone to consider that that is engagement, okay? Like, this had buzz, this worked, this was a good campaign. So if you do not like this, then just do not comment on it on Twitter, right? Like, you can do a screenshot of it. You can do a screenshot of it. Make sure you don't use Magic the Gathering. You can show it to other people. But, like, do not actually go here and actually talk and engage with these people, because you're going to see there's a lot of shills. There's a lot of people that are literally baiting you. Like, I've seen people saying, oh, you know, anyone can interpret the character any way they want. Yeah. And someone goes like, okay, so can we have Will Smith play Anne Frank? Oh, that's a historical character. That's different. Really? I think Egypt has a word to say about that, and Cleopatra, right? Because, like, we have reached a level where the creativity is so fucking low and the quality is such garbage that the only thing they can do is this. Like, this is the attempt of a struggling, dying empire. It's like, okay, well, the last hurrah. You know, like we can't make something good that people will talk about. We can't draw something great that will get people to talk about. Let's spit on their face and pretend it's not really spit, and they should be grateful for it, right? Because, like, they know what they're doing. They took an IP that people were emotionally invested in. They know that people who are emotionally invested do not like changes to the characters that are already established. Like, again, even if you were to change the name of the sword, or you put Aragon weaving a battle axe or something, people would be upset. And why wouldn't they, right? It makes perfect sense. So that instead they're going to like change the race, and you have people going like, oh well, his race doesn't matter. And really, okay, so if you were to take a character that's black in fiction and you make him white, you say you wouldn't have any problem with it. In fact, I would go one step further. You're not allowed to cosplay this character anymore if you're white. Because, like, there was in League of Legends a similar thing with a character called Pyke. And that character is a man, but a woman, right, which made an amazing cosplay, and it wasn't disrespectful or anything like that. She just made a cosplay which was so passing, you wouldn't even know she's a woman. She got canceled. Because blackface, right? So, like, the moment the character is race swap, you can't even cosplay. Because, like, they really care about this shit. Okay? Like, there are people who do not care about Lord of the Rings at all. But they are so invested into this. Like, their lives are dedicated on the altar of racismus. And if you look at the etymology of the word, racism, right? Ism stands for ideology. So just like you have capitalism, the ideology of capital, right? Marxism, the ideology of Marx. Racism is the ideology of race. Like these people are so hyper-focused on race that I'm surprised they don't become geneticists. Like these people, if they were to go back in time, they could school the Nazis on race. Because they know even more than the Nazis did. So they are only invested into this. I am willing to bet a lot of them are people that are just paid by the corporations to shill. Maybe a lot of them are even bots. Because, like, you go in other places and you look at how people talk about this, like, very little people care. You know, it's something that Magic the Gathering is something that most people do not give a fuck about at this point. And notice how proud they are of this card. Like, none of the other cards do they care about. It's just this particular one. And only this one manages to get 1 million views. Why do you think that is? Very interesting, right? So if you go here and you comment, you're going to get more of the same. But like at one point, they're going to run out. So I'm curious, like, what is the next step? You know, because at one point, all the characters are going to be black or Asian. Like at one point, like that, they're going to race swap, gender swap, everything. And then like what? What's next? Because you can't make an interesting game. You can't make good art. You can't make anything. So when that moment reaches, I will be curious, because I was saying the same thing about the Marvel movies, which were initially really good. And I was like, what happens when they run out of the good comics and they go into the woke era? And well, we know what's happening. Like, when's the last time Marvel actually made a good movie? Objectively, I mean, like, people actually go see it, purchase the merchandise, be excited about it, make memes about it. When's the last time? Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.